Rafi found Nadia standing in the center of the living room, her eyes open but glazed over. A low, mocking laugh filled the air. It wasn't from Nadia. It was from the entity that wore her face. "You're too late, Rafi," the voice, a twisted mockery of his wife's, rasped. "Your precious Nadia is gone." But in the depths of her eyes, a flicker of light remained. It was a spark of his Nadia, a silent plea for help. "Nadia," he screamed. "Fight it. I know you're in there." For a moment, the entity hesitated, and in that pause, Nadia's voice, small and desperate, managed to break through. "Run, Rafi. Please. Run." The entity shrieked, a sound that cracked the very air. "You fool. You cannot save her. Her soul is mine now, forever bound to my power." It then gave him a choice, a cruel, impossible choice. "You can try to save her, but the ritual has bonded us. If you try to cast me out, the magic will tear her soul apart. Or you can leave, and I will be her forever." Rafi felt a wave of icy despair wash over him. He saw it all in a flash, a horrible vision of Nadia's beautiful face contorting in an unending scream as the magic ripped her apart, a pain he could never stop. "There is another way," the entity hissed, its voice slithering with malice. "But the choice is hers. She can choose to be consumed by me completely, to give me her soul as a permanent vessel. In exchange, I will let you go, and you will live a long, happy life. Or she can choose to let me kill you now, and she will be free." Rafi looked at Nadia, and saw the agonizing struggle on her face. Her eyes, half dark and half light, locked with his. He saw the love, the fear, and the impossible choice she was forced to make. "Nadia, no," he cried. "Don't listen to it. We can fight this together." But the entity was too strong. It forced Nadia's body to move, her hand reaching for a knife on the coffee table. Her fingers trembled, and her face was a mask of utter torment. She looked at Rafi one last time, a tear falling from her eye. The love in that look was so pure, so deep, it shattered his heart into a million pieces. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice barely a breath. And with a single, wrenching act of will, she chose. She didn't raise the knife to him. Instead, she let the dark power within her consume her completely. Her eyes turned black once more, but there was no malice in them, only a profound sadness. The light in her eyes was extinguished, and the vibrant woman he loved was gone, consumed by the darkness that had haunted their home. Rafi stood alone, his knees weak, as the house fell silent. The cold was gone, the marigold scent faded. He was a free man, saved by the woman he loved. But she was gone forever. He walked from room to room, seeing the echoes of their life together, but he knew he could never truly be free. Nadia's curse had taken everything, leaving him haunted not by a ghost, but by the memory of the woman who chose to die to save him. The days turned into a blur of empty rooms and deafening silence. Rafi tried to go on with his life, to follow Nadia's last wish for him to live a long, happy life. But how could he? Happiness was a phantom, a memory that now carried the heavy weight of his wife's sacrifice. He moved back to his old apartment, thinking a change of scenery would help, but it was no use. Every street corner, every song on the radio, every plate of food reminded him of Nadia. He would find himself staring into mirrors, not out of fear, but out of a desperate, agonizing hope that he would see her face again. But all he saw was his own reflection, a man broken and hollowed out by grief. The scent of marigolds was gone, but the emptiness was a different kind of haunting. It was a wound that would never heal. He knew Nadia was out there somewhere, living a life that he couldn't imagine, perhaps even reveling in the chaos she had caused. The curse had not been cast to harm him physically, but to take his love, to leave him alone and haunted by the very act of love that had saved his life. And in the silent house, in the echoing halls of his memory, the memory of Nadia's final, tearful gaze was a ghost more terrifying than any demon. He was free from the curse, but forever trapped in its aftermath, a man who had everything and lost it all in a single, wrenching moment of love.